All right, we're good to go.
Good. All right, cool.
All right, Rick. Thanks for coming on my channel. I know
No
you're
problem.
into, I know you're into movies. I'm more horror, but you see everything. You watch like everything, like whatever, like every genre. But this is my main goal, and I've been looking forward to the flat phone. Trailers making it look like it's gonna be one of the best. So I went into flat phone thinking setting the bar pretty high for this one,
Right.
you know, and so the diagnosis is that it focuses on a boy named Finn, and he's going to school and he's noticing these stories of missing kids getting taken in a van and um, in a black van with black balloons, and we see like his friends and peers getting taken until eventually he gets taken, and that's where this the main. It's set in 1978. Feels a little 80s. There was some overlap there, so it does feel late 70s, early 80s. Definitely
Yeah.
captures it. Definitely captures that real well. It's one of my favorite parts of the movie is the vibe that it gives. Um, and that's when he gets kidnapped. That's when we meet Ethan Hawke's character, the grabber. He's the child abductor, and oh, it was on High Bar. I think I was a little bit let down. What about you?
Yeah. I was expecting. Okay, so like to me, going into the film, I found this to be. I thought. Well, here's what I thought before I went to see this. Is I thought it looked from the trailer, it looked more like a thriller than a horror.
Okay.
So when I went in, so going to when I went to go see it, it actually my expectations was right. like I, it just to me like don't get me wrong, like everyone around me, like when there was like all those like cheap scares, I should say, like
Right.
people did jump. I didn't flinch once. I was just like, oh, okay. Um, I mean, it's not like I didn't see it coming. It just was like I don't know. I just was like, okay, that could have been scarier, but sure.
Yeah, like you said, when the audience did flinch, I think the part that scared me the most was when there was this lightning strikes and they're in
Mm,
the, yeah, you know that part.
yeah.
Um, but the acting's great. The kid that plays
Mm,
Finn was good. His little sister Gwen. Um, uh, there's this really cool scene where they're beating they're beating Finn up, and she runs in to fight and hits the kid in the head
yeah.
with the rock. That
I
was
thought
like
that was
that.
badass.
That was badass. That was
Like
cool.
like she I liked her character just because of the fact that she reminded me when I was a kid and just like straight up getting they just don't give a shit, just straight up do whatever. So like I thought that was cool. Overall I thought the acting was great. Ethan Hawke, I mean, just
He
delivered with the whole like
always
creepy
always
vibe.
delivers. He always
Yeah.
delivers.
I can't name him a time where he didn't, but this definitely he definitely did good with that role.
So the director is the same guy who did Sinister.
Mm.
Yeah, but he also did the first Doctor Strange. Um,
Yes, I didn't know that until I when I went home last night from the movies, and I looked him up because I wanted to see if I was familiar with his work, and of course I've seen Sinister, and when I found out he did Doctor Strange also, I was like, oh, okay, well I actually like Doctor Strange, so that's that actually works.
yeah, I like that first one, and the new one's good too. Um,
Yeah,
but I liked how simple the first one was. And this new one, the Sam Raimi one, is all kinds of nuts. Um, he also did Exorcism of Emily Rose, which was a good horror movie, and
right.
he works with Blumhouse basically a lot, and most of Blumhouse movies are pretty good in my opinion.
For the most part. I mean, there's a couple of them where I was like, I don't know about this one. Like
They
they,
they strike out sometimes.
yeah, Like there's a couple of them I can name right now, like Truth or Dare. I remember
Yeah,
that one.
yeah,
That was ridiculous.
yeah. So they strike out. I wouldn't say they're as consistent as A24.
No, no.
Not at all. No. And they put out that Everything Everywhere All at Once, and they're
That's one of my
yeah,
favorite movies of this year.
yeah. It's on the
Definitely.
list. Bumped it up. I'm gonna watch it. Uh,
But yeah, I mean, like that. The main issue I had with Black
but
Phone. No,
that didn't
actually,
feel like a horror.
the only issue I had with Black Phone was it didn't feel like a horror movie, but I was fine. Well, I was totally okay with that though. It was as long as it. Well, I know it's based on a short story
Yeah,
or
by
a
Joe
short.
Hill. It's a
Yeah,
Stephen King's son.
right. So I never I actually never heard of it until like I said, until recently. So from what I heard, it stayed faithful to the story. So I appreciate that. So if I was to go see the story, it should be like pretty much as clear as day.
Yeah,
My only issue is they now the last trailer they put out before the movie came out, they had put they got 100% Rotten Tomatoes. Now, if I
yeah.
see something like that, you're thinking, oh, okay, this is gonna be like an amazing movie. It's gonna be perfect. Because if I see the number 100, it's like okay, that's great. So you have so you kind of go in there with high expectations with that in mind, and then when you see it, you're like, it was good, just
Dials
I
it back.
wouldn't
Yeah,
go I wouldn't go that far. I mean, y'all kind of just
yeah.
gaslighted it, and you like kind of set yourself up for failure because you have everybody having this high expectation. So that's kind of what happened with me. Where when I walked in, I was like, had this expectation of like perfect, and I was like, okay, it was great, but it wasn't perfect. Like I'm not gonna I maybe down the road I might see it again, but it's not gonna be like right away. Like some other movies, like Everything Everywhere All at Once. I've seen that movie 3 times, and in
Right.
Top Gun Maverick, I've seen it twice already. So I feel like that's kind of like when any production company does or do marketing like that, you kind of like shoot yourself in the foot when you do that.
Absolutely. Yeah, the so what would you like? I'm gonna do a great rating,
Okay.
and you do your star system. I'm gonna give
All right.
this a B plus.
B plus. All right. So that's kind of where I am right there.
Okay.
Because in my rating, I would give it a 4 out of 5.
All right. So that's like right there. Like that's
Yeah.
like upper mid. Upper. It's not mid. Like there's a lot of things I enjoyed about it. Like it captures the time zone. Like I said, like I call it like a scary episode of Wonder Years. And,
Yeah.
it feels of the time. So it gets that vibe going. Ethan Hawke, excellent as the antagonist with the mask, very scary. He delivers. The child actors, awesome. Um, but when, like you said, with the Rotten Tomatoes, they overhype it, and when you, I was gonna put it on like I went in thinking this is gonna be my number one of the year, and
Right.
that wasn't the case.
Right. And I was, like, if it was that good, it would have been on the list. Because like so far, like I only have like 2 movies that I really enjoyed this year so far that I've seen that I would, because
In
like I said, if I
horror,
get hmm?
at, at,
for horror, so far, I mean, this might be up there
yeah,
of
it's
something
up
that
there, but it's
yeah.
not in that one too. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. I mean, honestly, I felt like one of the best I've seen for horror in that category would be the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Netflix. I felt like that was the first like slasher film that I gave a high rating. I gave it a 4 out of 5. So that kind of says something when it
especially
says something.
with the reviews, we're
Yeah,
seeing it was garbage, and it turned out being pretty good. You know,
right.
you
Yeah, I
know,
thought. I mean, there's a couple things. I mean, I would poke fun at,
yeah, it was fun.
yeah,
Nothing wrong with that. But I would go there's a movie from Taiwan I saw, The Sadness. That's my number one. X, Scream, and then maybe
Oh,
this
X is
one.
good.
Yeah.
I like the X. I totally forgot about that one too. Yeah, that was like that was also I think I gave like about a 4 out of 5 too for that one.
Yeah, I
So
give
that-
it like a A minus. I would give it like a I give an X an A minus, and I give The Sadness a solid A. Right
okay.
now, we'll see where Note fits, and we'll see where I missed a few. There was this werewolf movie I missed. But what
There's a
else?
couple good ones coming out soon. Like they have this one called Smile, which comes
Yes,
out September.
right.
And then you have this one movie I just saw the trailer for last night was I think it was called The Invitation.
Okay.
That looked crazy.
Yeah.
And judging from everyone's reaction around me in the theater, they are all
Is that found
curious about it.
footage? Is that found footage? The Imitation?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, so
I don't
we got a
remember.
lot of time to place Best of
Yeah.
Horror. Definitely B plus. I would check it out. But don't put the bar too high.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely say it's if you want to see a good movie, that's one to go see. But yeah, like you said, don't the bar just lower it down just a bit.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
All right, Rick. I think we're gonna wrap this up. Yeah.
All right,
Peace
cool.
out, man.
All right, take care.